Out in the wide, wild world, every animal carries a quiet wound, a secret lesson. And if we're quiet enough to hear it, a quiet medicine. These are not just animal stories, they're mirrors, short tales to remind you how to heal, how to rest, and how to become who you are always meant to be. Welcome to Whispers of the Wild. Before we walk together, let's arrive. Place one hand wherever feels kind, your heart, your belly, or just rest your hands comfortably in your lap. Inhale softly through your nose. Feel your body gently soften. And now exhale slowly, letting go of anything heavy. Beautiful. Now, let the wild begin. Out on the golden savanna lived a proud lion named Keto. His mane was thick and dark like a storm cloud, and his roar could shake and send zebras running for miles. Everyone knew Keto's voice. He roared when he was angry at the hyenas. He roared at the rain for making the grass wet, and at the sun for being too hot, even at his own shadow when it surprised him. Keto believed a real lion must always be heard. Silence, he thought, was weakness. Day after day, year after year, he spent his roar on everything, big and small. Until one morning, he opened his mouth, and nothing came out. Just a dry rasp, a whisper of wind. Keto tried again. Nothing. Panic began to rise in his chest like fire. He ran to the waterhole and tried to roar at his reflection, and still nothing. Ashamed, he slunk away from the pride and hid in a cave high on the rocks where no one would hear his silence. Days turned into weeks. The savanna carried on without his thunder. No one missed the constant roaring. In fact, the other animals seemed calmer. But inside the cave, Keto felt smaller than he ever had. One evening, a tiny mouse, barely the size of Keto's paw, wandered into the cave looking for seeds. She saw the great lion curled up, eyes dull, mane unkempt. "Oh, you look sad, big one," she squeaked. Keto sighed, a sound like dry leaves. "I've lost my roar. Without it, I am nothing." The mouse tilted her head. "Nothing? I hear birds singing softly every dawn. And they are everything to the morning. I hear the wind and the grass, and it still moves the world. Maybe you don't need to be loud and strong." Keto wanted to argue, but he had no voice to argue with. So for the first time in his life, he listened. He listened to the quiet. In that stillness, Keto heard things he had never noticed before. The soft heartbeat of the earth, the cubs laughing without fear, a gentle breathing of his pride as they slept under the stars. And he heard his own heart. Weeks became months. Keto only left the cave when he needed water or food, and he moved quietly. He watched, he waited, he saved every scrap of energy he had left. Then one night, a pack of hyenas circled the pride's cubs while the adults were away hunting. Real danger. Keto felt it in his bones. He stepped out of the shadows, opening his mouth, and the roar that came out was deeper, stronger, and wiser than any he had ever made before. One single roar, clear, fierce, and full of truth. And the hyenas scattered into the dark. The pride turned and saw him, quiet Keto, standing tall under the moon. They didn't cheer, they simply bowed their heads in respect, and Keto bowed back. From that day on, Keto's roar was rare, but when it came, the entire savanna listened. He had learned that a voice is most powerful when it is saved for what truly matters. And the lesson settled quietly in his heart. Your energy and voice are sacred. Save them for what is truly worthy. And after that night, he walked a little softer, loved a little braver, and the wild nodded. That's how we grow. See you under the next moon.